As the title of the video suggests, I had a much harder time determining my top 10 this year. In the past, the title was the best sets I built this year, which explicitly included older classics, but 2024 was simply too strong to include these anymore. Amazing treasures like LEGO's Titanic or UCS AT-AT had to make way. 2024 was an incredibly good year, and limiting myself to just 10 sets has never been so difficult. Magnificent sets like Fantasy's Sherlock Holmes Baker Street or LEGO's Forest Animals would have had a much easier time making it in previous years. The fact that Happy Build's Toyota Supra or LEGO's Batman Gotham City didn't make it is astonishing. It's remarkable that in 2024, 6 out of 10 sets came from Chinese manufacturers. Kobe, LEGO and Bluebricks continue to make very good sets, but the Chinese manufacturers are getting better and better in their designs and steadily improving quality. Particularly in terms of prints, there has been significant progress this year, all while maintaining a very strong price to performance ratio. As always, this is my personal list. It makes no claim to determine the objectively best set with scientific precision, if that's even possible. So let's get started with my top 10 sets from 2024. Number 10. With the cyberpunk apartment, Funhole has taken the next step in their core competency of illumination. Lighting and cyberpunk are a perfect combination here. Besides regular lamps, the set offers illuminated signs and light guides. This is complemented by a coherent design, a very well thought out package and excellent instructions, both in print and digital format. This year, Funhole has increasingly moved away from using stickers, with more than 50 prints here. Nothing was spared with the cyberpunk apartment. It's particularly positive that Funhole includes a background story in the instructions as well. While it's not a novel yet, it gives the set and its minifigures tangible character. We'd love to see more of this. The parts quality is very good as usual, even though scratches, especially on the signs, are an issue. Many of the prints were produced using UV direct print, unfortunately, which doesn't match the quality of pad printing. However, these are all criticisms at a very high level, from the box to the instructions to the parts. The set consistently feels premium and belongs on this list. Number 10. After a very long delay, the Kobe Akagi aircraft carrier has finally hit the market this summer. Kobe has once again showcased all their strengths. A multitude of prints, very good parts, some of the best instructions on the market, a well-rounded building experience and a design formula for large ships in a 1:300 scale, refined over the years. Japanese carriers have actually never been released by Kobe before. Recently we had the American USS Enterprise and the German Graf Zeppelin. Our protagonist today actually bears some resemblance to the latter. Back then there were already some play functions for the lift. The Kagi even has 2 of them. The ship is authentically implemented. We have the angled flight deck, the 6 20cm guns are here, as well as the 12cm anti-aircraft guns. Instead of over 60 aircraft in the template, there are only 8 here. A bit more would have been nice. Although the overall design has turned out really well, I miss an interior space in the ship too. A removable side panel with a view on a well-filled aircraft hangar would have been something. Number 8. The design and color selection of Kada's Prairie Dogs Kinetic are well done. The sand-colored prairie dogs integrate wonderfully into the habitat of building bricks. The plants in lime and green add a nice color accent. The signs, unfortunately stickers and not prints, are witty and give the set additional pep. Here too the choice of colors plays a role. The signs are double bricked in different colors and the sticker provides another contrast. The mechanics and the associated soundscape are very impressive. The set can also be easily motorized. JK Brickworks, the designer, knows his craft and the mechanics bring great joy. Similar to his solar system, it would have been nicer if the motor could be hidden on the inside though. The quality of the parts is very good. The instructions leave no questions unanswered, but unfortunately they are still not digital available. A fun set that belongs on this list. Number 7. The Audi R8 LMS GT3 was my first set from Rasta and did not disappoint me. The license, prints and high quality GoBricks material are impressive. The appearance with the white-red color contrast is also very enjoyable, looks really nice. I particularly liked how solid the technical functions work. There is even a perfectly functioning electrical system, which is not common for a Technic car of this size. Yes, there are not many technical functions included and you should not expect exotic features like a 9-speed gearbox or or adaptive suspension, for example. However, everything works smoothly and the vehicle is robust enough to handle without parts falling off. Good thing. The instruction manual could be optimized in some areas and it is also not available digitally, but other than that it worked really well. There are stickers, but they are not necessarily necessary. Overall, it is my favorite model among sports cars of this size. Number 6. Building the Blue Bricks Astronomers Planetarium was a lot of fun. More than 7,000 pieces had to be processed without ever feeling that quantity had to replace quality. The entire construction impresses with exciting building techniques and countless small design elements. From a grotto with a pile of gold to an office, numerous corridors and balustrades, all the way to the planetarium itself. The entire building is very modular so that all the details can be explored over and over again, even after completion. That was not the case with the predecessor. However, the building fun was somewhat clouded at times. The building steps are very chaotic in their size and the instruction manual constantly requires a rotation of the set, often unnecessarily and quite cumbersome with such a colossus. Chains and hinges also have to be assembled in large quantities, which leads to sore fingers. All these little things, however, are more than compensated by the great design. Together with a fantastically low price, we have a real highlight here. However, it doesn't quite match up to the predecessor Astronomer Lighthouse, which was able to score with even more detail. Number 5. LEGO's Notre Dame is one of the best architecture sets LEGO has ever made. In addition to a beautiful design and amazingly accurate representation of the Gothic masterpiece and the usual LEGO qualities, the set surpasses the competition and the rest of the LEGO portfolio in 2 areas. Firstly, the set has a complete interior. This may be taken for granted in the minifigure area, but it's a novelty in architecture scale by the Danes. The necessary building techniques are consistently fascinating and make Notre Dame the first real architecture set. As it is more than just a backdrop, it really represents the architecture of the entire building. Secondly, LEGO has taken the next step in the instructions here. It not only provides the usual context for the template, but the building experience is based on the schedule of the original construction in the 13th century. This is pleasing and brings the history of the building even closer. I just hope that this is not just a one-time highlight and a one-trick pony, but the new standard in LEGO's architecture series. Number 4. Kada's Kick Sauber Formula 1 Team C44 is the best racing car of its size that I have ever had on my building table and by far the smallest set on this list. The tires, the halo and the abundance of prints are somewhat next level. No manufacturer has ever packed so much value into one box. Add to that the usual Kada qualities of very good bricks, attractive packaging and a very well designed instruction. Throughout the year it has become increasingly clear that Chinese manufacturers are taking the Western market more seriously and consistently working on quality to appeal to demanding and affluent Western customers. Funroll and Fantasy in particular have impressed this year with more prints and consistent sourcing of the excellent GoBricks parts. Kada had already done almost everything right, only the masses of stickers were at times more than just a bit annoying. The C44 shows what's possible here. Whether this is now the new manufacturer's new direction also for system sets, or just a try balloon, remains to be seen. Compared to LEGO Speed Champions, we have a significantly higher quality package at the same price. You just have to do without a minifigure. Number 3. Fantasy's food truck is one of these sets where you actually wonder what else speaks nowadays against a set from China. The quality of the parts is very good. The material from GoBricks offers the high quality touch and consistent clamping force of Danish products, but has less color deviation than LEGO, although there are slightly more micro scratches. A major advantage over the European competition are the 70 prints in this set. Yes, you heard me right. Nothing here is stickered. The instructions are also very neat, although they are printed on slightly too thin paper and there's no digital version, otherwise it works very well. I also really like the design with nice details on the inside, a fresh color choice outside and functioning steering. Overall, the food truck could be the best set that Fantasy has made so far, except for the instructions. Hardly anything could have been done much better. This set is sometimes available directly from Fantasy's Amazon store for just under 90 euros, which leaves you a bit speechless. Number 2. Carda's Class Dominator 370 is by far the best technical set I have ever built. The design is similar to the original, the appearance surpasses any regular Technic set thanks to the system paneling, the functions are ambitious and numerous, and the material quality in the package is impressive. This set comes again without stickers, everything is printed. Additionally, Carda has obtained an official license from the German agricultural machinery manufacturer. The functions are simply impressive. The cutting unit works flawlessly, can be removed, raised and lowered. The feed channel is fully functional, the grain tank can be opened, the discharge auger is motorized, even the lower sieve moves. As if that weren't enough, the radial distributor can also be controlled, not to mention the driving function. The whole thing borders on madness, although the control via the included 2 remote controls instead of the app, which is also possible, is somewhat cumbersome. You need 2 separate remote controls for operation, which cannot be connected to each other. Here, Carda could advance the genre again with a more intelligent control unit, maybe something for next year. Visually, there are hardly any points of criticism. The Dominator simply looks brilliant, and a technical set with a license of this size without any stickers is a true joy. Only the adoption of the LEGO typical blue pin thing was kind of unnecessary. The best technical set of the year is available for just under 350 euros. That's certainly a substantial sum, but absolutely appropriate. Number 1. LEGO's Dungeons & Dragons minifigure series may not be a regular set, but it is by far the best minifigure collection series from LEGO that I have ever held in my hands. Rarely has Billon put so much effort into a series, an abundance of new animals, hats and accessoires, fantastic prints on the figures themselves, and a successful ensemble of player and non-player characters. The character selection is remarkably well chosen. LEGO was very well advised by Wizards of the Coast here. The antagonists, in particular, represent a comprehensive sweep through the D&D nerd culture. The Mind Flayer with its significance in the game Baldur's Gate 3, Strad von Zarovich as an antagonist of a pen and paper adventure in the current D&D edition, the Lady of Pain with her significance in the 2nd edition represents the breakthrough of the genre in the 80s, Zastam as a reference to the first successful film adaptation of the genre and a figure from a trade card game. The dwarf legs are somewhat uninspired. I would have liked more side prints on the legs in general, otherwise there's particularly nothing to criticize here. Zastam is somewhat plain, but that fits the source material. If one considers such a series as a set, like I do, it is, along with Rivendell, the best thing that LEGO has brought to market in recent years. Dungeons & Dragons has sustainably shaped the role-playing genre and remains an important part of pop culture. It has not only defined the world of pen and paper games, but also inspired numerous video games, films and books. LEGO 71047 Dungeons & Dragons minifigure series lives up to this significance. High fantasy LEGO fans currently have nothing to complain about, at least not regarding the quality of the product, though there could certainly be more of them. I wish you a happy new year.